Hey guys, MorganSnail Reads here. I realized recently that I have never actually done a designated book review, and as I sat down to film this one, I realized that it's really silly to not take advantage of the beautiful Alaskan snow when reviewing Eowyn Ivey's The Snow Child. So here I am. I'm going to be wandering around outside, filming on my phone, so I apologize if the quality is not the best, and reviewing my favorite book of this year so far, Eowyn Ivey's The Snow Child. Here we go. The snow is ridiculously deep. I might have to stop walking to do this. So Eowyn Ivey's The Snow Child is a book set in the Alaskan wilderness. It follows the story of a middle-aged couple named Jack and Mabel who have recently transplanted themselves to an Alaskan homestead in the 20s. And at the beginning of the book, they have a rather tumultuous and distanced relationship, which is based on their inability to connect with each other, as well as events that they have survived in the past before moving to Alaska, which is sort of the reason for moving to Alaska. And one night the pair of them make a snow child, basically a snowman, and they give it mittens and a scarf that were precious to them, and they go to bed, and it's this beautiful, happy moment. And when they wake up in the morning, the snow child has disappeared, along with the mittens and the things that they had put on it. And after a couple days, they start to see a little girl appearing in the woods that they hadn't seen before, and they begin to ask their friends, and no one has heard anything about her, or no one has reported a child missing. I just realized there are moose tracks this way, so I'm going to turn around. In true Alaskan fashion, I would prefer to not get trampled, so one sec. So without revealing too much, they begin to search for this girl and eventually make a connection. But for a lot of the book, it's a question of whether or not she's actually real. There is a legend that Mabel read growing up that she has her sister send her from the lower 48, that tells of a snow child, which is classic Russian folklore, which ends pretty grimly. And without revealing too much more, I'm going to stop my plot synopsis there. The tree just snowed on me. The Snow Child is absolutely beautiful writing. As you know, I am a very character-driven reader. If the characters are great, I just get sucked into the story, and this book delivers. It does move rather slowly. It's not a particularly active plot, but I love that. The description, I think, is so necessary, and it really crafts Alaska as its own character, which I agree with, and the book brought back a lot of memories of growing up here and sort of the strange isolationism that you feel no matter where you're at. But the characters are just so powerful and so heartbreaking, and they each go through these arcs that are so subtle. I'm not sure that makes sense, but it's the only way to describe it, because who they are at the beginning and who they are at the end, they do go through so much and they do develop, but it's so slow that it's not this like, oh, I'm having a big revelation, it's changed who I am, and I love that. The brokenness of the characters and the way they just keep trying to relate to each other, it's just so powerful. And it's a fairy tale in its own right, but it's crafted, oh man, I just keep saying beautiful, but I'm just like obsessed and I can't stop. I have no other words for it. I would highly, highly recommend you read this book. Hopefully I don't faceplant in the snow, but if I do, I'll be sure to record the aftermath for you. Okay, bye.